You are sitting at your kitchen table, or maybe you are staring at your bank account, and you realize the math doesn't work anymore. The divorce settlement wasn't enough. The retirement account looks shaky. Or maybe you just finally admitted that the job you have, the one that pays the bills, is sucking the life right out of you. And the thought of needing a second job at your age, it feels like a defeat. It feels like a failure. Welcome to the Midlife Reset Manual. I understand the heavy burden you are carrying, the shame of needing more, the anxiety of starting over. I am here to tell you that this feeling of needing a side hustle is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of awakening. It is your soul demanding not just more money, but more control. For too long, we have let money be the dictator of our lives. We worked for someone else's dream. We clocked in. We clocked out. We traded our most valuable asset, our time, for a fixed price. And now we are ready to reclaim our time and set our own price. But when we think of a side hustle, we panic. We think we have to learn TikTok dances or become a social media expert. We think we have to compete with a 25-year-old who understands algorithms. That is the biggest lie of the internet. You do not need to compete with a 25-year-old because you have something they do not. You have a PhD in life. You have decades of experience. You have resilience. You have the ability to solve complex problems. And that wisdom, that quiet confidence is worth a fortune. Let me tell you about Carol. Carol is 58. She worked as a corporate executive assistant for a pharmaceutical company. For 30 years, she organized the CEO's life. She booked his travel. She managed his multi-million-dollar budget. She planned his corporate retreats when she was laid off. She felt worthless. She felt her skill set was obsolete. She applied for other assistant jobs, and she kept getting told she was overqualified, too expensive, too old. She was sitting in her kitchen, staring at a mountain of paperwork from her own life. When a friend called her crying because she couldn't figure out her taxes and her home organization was a disaster, Carol instinctively calmed her down, set up a simple filing system over the phone, and solved the crisis in 15 minutes. Her friend said, "Carol, you should charge people for this." And Carol laughed. She said, "This is just what I do. It is easy," and that was her micro-resolution moment. She realized her genius was invisible to her because it was so natural. She didn't start an assistant business. She started a life deconstruction service. She went to women executives in her area and charged a premium hourly rate to take their financial and home chaos and turn it into simple, elegant order. She wasn't selling filing. She was selling peace of mind. She was selling the genius she had acquired, serving one client at a time. But this time she was serving herself. Carol's story shows us the roadmap. Your side hustle is not something you invent. It is something you already know how to do. It is the thing that is easy for you, that is impossible for everyone else, the thing you would do for free and that you have been doing for free for years. Now you put a velvet rope around it and you charge admission, but to find your Carol moment, you need a system. You need to stop guessing and start planning. You need to look at your life not as a history of mistakes, but as a treasure map of marketable skills. I have broken down the side hustle world into 3 distinct categories. Categories that play directly to the strengths of women over 50. These are not trends. They are solid, evergreen niches that need your wisdom. The categories are the nurture economy, the expert economy, and the legacy economy. Each one offers a different path to financial security, but all of them offer independence. I am going to walk you through these 3 low-risk, high-return economies and show you exactly which side hustle belongs in each one. I will give you the 3 questions you must ask yourself to determine which path is your perfect fit, and I will give you the one crucial step to take today to make your first dollar if you are ready to stop being a worker and start being an owner. If you are ready to turn your life experience into income, you need to see the next part of this video. Click that subscribe button right now. Turn on the notification bell because the only thing holding you back is the lack of a plan, and we are about to hand you the blueprint. The 3 economies I mentioned, the nurture economy, the expert economy, and the legacy economy, are waiting for your wisdom. They are not looking for fresh out of college energy. They are looking for reliability and depth, which is your trademark. Let's dive into the first one, the nurture economy. This is where you monetize your emotional intelligence, your ability to care, to organize a crisis, to be the glue. For decades, you did this for free, for your family or your boss. Now you charge a premium for it. This is the economy of the professional organizer, the senior concierge, the specialized caregiver who manages the logistics of aging parents, the personal chef who cooks healthy meals for busy families. Your superpower here is empathy, your ability to anticipate needs, and your ability to create order out of chaos. People are desperate for this peace of mind, and they will pay well for it. The second one is the expert economy. This is where you monetize your corporate scars, every stressful meeting you sat through, every project you saved from disaster, every political landmine you navigated. That is high value data. You do not need to go back to work full time. You can be a fractional consultant, a fractional chief operating officer for a small business, a part-time HR strategist, a technical writer who simplifies complex software. You are selling your brain, not your time. Your years of experience mean you can solve problems in 1 hour that take a young team 3 months. You charge for the solution, not the hour. The third one is the legacy economy. This is the one that fills the soul. This is where you monetize your life wisdom itself. You can become a memoir coach, helping others write their family stories. You can become a specialized niche teacher, teaching the art of budgeting or advanced knitting, or interview skills for midlife women. You are taking your entire life and turning it into a curriculum. Your life becomes your business. But which one is right for you? You need to stop guessing and answer these 3 self-audit questions. Question 1. The frustration pivot. What is the thing you are always complaining about that you know how to fix? If you hate bad grammar, your purpose might be editing. If you hate wasted money, your purpose might be financial coaching. Question 2. The joy trace. What is the small 5-minute thing you do that makes time disappear? The thing you get lost in? Is it arranging flowers? Is it researching genealogy? Is it building beautiful spreadsheets? That is where the energy is. Question 3. The ask audit. What do people ask you for help with? Most often, do they ask you to proofread their resumes? Do they ask you to help them plan a difficult conversation? Do they ask you for recipes? Stop dismissing that as friendship. That is market demand. Let's go back to Carol, the executive assistant. Her answers were simple: frustration pivot, wasted time and disorganization. Joy, trace, organizing the perfect trip itinerary. Ask audit, setting up systems. Her side hustle, a premium organizing service for busy professionals. Her first client paid her $75 an hour, and she realized she had been worth that all along. So how do you take the first step? The fear of technology is real. The fear of being exposed is real, but you have to start small. Start with the one client rule. Offer your specialized service to one person for free or for a deep discount. Just one. Get the testimonial. Get the confidence. Get the proof that your genius is marketable. Then you charge full price. This is low risk, and it breaks the wall of paralysis. You are not too old to start. You are too wise to wait. Your greatest asset is not your youth. It is your non-negotiable value, your resilience, your ability to see the big picture, and your capacity for deep work. Your side hustle is more than just money. It is a safety net of purpose. It is the ultimate rebellion against ageism. It is the statement that you are the CEO of your own life, and you are setting your own salary. Go find your genius. Go build your empire. The world is waiting for your wisdom, and you are long overdue for success. If this gave you the permission to start, share it with a friend who is feeling stuck in a dead-end job. We are building a community of financially fierce women, and make sure you are subscribed to the Midlife Reset Manual because your purpose is ready to be launched.